God, blimey. This is where we come last night. It's raining at the minute. I've only got my Crocs on, so I got wet feet. He's parked here all night last night. I think they're either camping somewhere or they've gone mountain tracking in the rain. That's horrible looking day. But there we go. You've got to take the rough with the smooth, haven't you? There's a little lake down there, look. While Rambo's out wandering around. Oh no, it's not, it's a river. It's not a lake, it's a river. God. Well, we had a good night's sleep. We're off to a national park place today. National Forestry Park. We are at Ben Aig, and it's a trails centre. So we're going to have a quick look at what is a trail. Well, if only it would say on these, "You are here." Well, there we go. I think this is where we are, the visitor centre. So this is the start of the trail. It goes on a woodland walk. And we're going to take a detour from the walk as well. We're going to go to the foot of the mountain, and we're going to return back from the foot of the mountain. And then we're going to go around the woodland walk. So this is the way, Rambo. This is pretty, isn't it? Look at the beautiful coloured greens. I think if it's dry tomorrow, there's going to have to be a bit of a camera day up here. And this would be quite spectacular in autumn, when the wild mushrooms are in season, and the wild fungi. For those of you that haven't seen it, there is a clip, there's a short video of the wild fungi that I photographed in Norway when I was there. If you follow the link on the bottom of my description, it'll take you to that video along with a number of others. I love these kind of walks because they're just so full of nature. And this is beautiful. I mean, the colours are so vividly green. Yeah, I didn't really think we'd get out today because the weather's pretty atrocious, but it's a little brighter now, and we're all rain macked up. We've got our wet gear on. And beautiful little water falls there. The water's crystal clear again. Yeah, so we didn't waste our morning. I found a water tap in a little village, and I decided to not only fill my tanks, but I did a little bit of domestic duties as well. So I washed a few clothes out, and they're now hanging up in the van, drying off, which of course makes the van all steamy. So what I've done is I've opened my roof vent and left the little extractor that's built into that roof vent on, and hopefully that'll take some of the condensation out, and I'll put plenty of heating on later, and I'll open the windows as well. I know that sounds counterproductive, but in reality it's not. It just stops the build up of condensation. Let's see if we can find a Rambo. Rambo! Come on, in front. Get in front. Get in front, please. Get in front. No, this way. You're not going back. Get in front. Go on. If I can get him in front like this, he'll keep going, because he knows he ain't going to get any chance. But he'll keep stopping and sniffing at every possible wee house he can find. He's such a bad lad. Look at this. There's so much to photograph in here. So many smallish things, and massive great mountain up there. I'm glad we ain't going up that one. This way, Rambo. And there's the one that we could go up, but we're not. I don't think you'll see it. It's too cloudy. Rambo! I'll show the colour of these reds in these lichens and mosses. They're fascinating colours. Let's poke you right in there, shall we? Take a little tour in there, look. Isn't that good? Oh, that is just fascinating. Let's keep you around there, look. It's like a little fairyland. The mountains come into view now. It's still, as you can see, it's very misty. I think we're just in a cloud, and that's why it's so wet. I don't think it is raining as such. It's just very heavy mist. But it's pleasant all the same. We shall get dry. That's one thing about getting wet. You get dry. I was going to break into a song. You get wet, you get dry again. But that wasn't the song. So we won't break into that song. Because that's a completely different song. Which I can't remember what the lyrics to the song are. Anyway, you don't really need to know that. This is very ancient woodland, incidentally. I read before I came up the colours of the trees. It's almost, I'll tell you what it's like being inside a work of art. It's like being inside a painting. It is so nice. It's like walking around in your own masterpiece. Imagine having that view on your wall, painted like that. It's so lovely. Rambo, this way. This way. Every time I stop, Rambo turns round to go back home again. He's a funny boy. Come on. He is a funny boy. I like that description of being in your own masterpiece. I might coin that as a phrase. I might put that up as clickbait, eh? Come on, move. He's got grumbles now. Every time I talk to him now, he's grumbling at me. Shall we have a look at this reindeer moss? So lovely. It's very soft, which means it's quite newly grown. Sometimes reindeer moss is quite brittle, but that's quite a soft. Oh, and grunting again. There's one thing, the air around here is exceptionally clean and fresh. It's beautiful. Filling your lungs with something non-toxic for a change. That'll do me our lungs good, I should think. Hope so. Hope so. I always said it'd be challenging up here, and it appears to be getting challenging. Oh yeah. I'm always a bit wobbly. I'm a bit cautious about these rocks. I'll tell you for why. Come on, up you come. A couple of years ago when I was in Scotland, I stopped to take a photo. Go on, keep going. I stopped to take a photograph, and I got on a rock to get some elevation to the photo, and I thought it'd be a good idea to jump off onto the next rock. And it was a day like today, and the rock was, unbeknown to me, slippery, very slippery, and I ended up flat on my back, almost banged my head on the rock. The jar of it nearly knocked me out anyway, and I ended up having to come home early because I couldn't walk because of my back. So that's why I'm a bit wary of rocks. I'm a bit wary of anything underfoot, to be honest. That's one of the unfortunate things about getting older. We start seeing risks in everything that we do, and sometimes that can become a barrier to what we do. So sometimes you have to calculate the risk, and such is life, and choose whether you're prepared to take it, or sometimes you choose not to take it and you miss out. Simple as that. A nice little bench here with a view, I imagine. Yes, it's a view over the loch. Lovely. I like these trees. I like how they're like little umbrellas, all bent over in the wind, in the prevailing wind, which we are going to get on Thursday, I believe. Today being Tuesday. So in a couple of days' time we're going to get 50-60 mile-an-hour winds. So I'm hopefully going to locate us a slightly more sheltered park up for the night. There's nothing worse than trying to sleep in a windstorm. Anyway, onwards we shall continue. Oh, and take you for your own trip into a baby waterfall. Bear with me. To meet Holly. I'll just introduce you, 2 seconds. Here she is. Say hello, Holly. Holly, say hello to all of our viewers. Come on, Rams. I'm a bit pleased with myself. I got up quite high, but that is as far as we're going to go. The intention was never to go up this high, to be honest, but I'm glad I have. Been well worth it. That big old tree there fell over. I think I mentioned in one of the videos earlier on. There's another one here, look. Let's pull up all the rocks with it in its root system. I did mention in one of the videos, there's the top of the mountain up there, it isn't that far, but it's getting colossally steep and slippery. So, you know what I said about making decisions? I just made one. Yes, I mentioned earlier in another video about the storms that Scotland had a few weeks ago now, and the amount of trees that I've seen collapsed across the road, and of course it's going to be collapsed in the forest as well. I can see a chink of light over there. Yeah, and over the top of that mountain as well. Shall we keep our fingers crossed? Never know, do you? Twists and turns on this branch of this old tree. Still standing. Probably hundreds of years old. It is completely dead. We'll give you a totally different perspective. We'll give you the squirrel's perspective. Look, climbing up the tree. Oh, right up there. Right to the top. I'll show you what it's like now to go in a waterfall. So, let's go in this waterfall together. So we're now going to follow this path, the woodland path. through the ancient forest itself. Oh, guess what Ramsey's doing? Oh. When you do these walks, for me, they're so liberating. They clear my mind of all sorts of rubbish, and you start thinking very differently. You start philosophizing, and you start thinking about all sorts of stuff. This way, Rainbow. And yeah, it's very liberating. There you go. There's a gnarly old thing there, look. Come on, Rainbow. I'm guessing these signposts with 1s and 2s and things on them probably mean something. I probably should have either brought a brochure with me to see what they all mean, or I should have paid more attention. You told me that at school as well. That didn't work out either. Never mind. It's a bit late for that now. Some 60 odd years on. I think we've lost Rambo again. He's gone back on strike because he realises, oh no, he's here. Hey, look, Ramsey. Having a sniff. Having a good old sniff. Come on, mate. Another one of those lovely trees. I guess you lot are getting bored with trees and mountains and things. I aren't. I know that much. But, well, if you are, you probably wouldn't be watching this kind of video anyway. Oh. Ooh. Hopefully, some of my videos might inspire you guys to get out and about. Do yourself some walking. Right up in the canopy, above the canopy in some places. There's still trees up here though, but they are getting thinner. Let me spin you around a little bit. They don't go up too much further than what you can actually see up there now, because they stop growing at a certain height. I think it's more to do with there's nothing for them to grip hold of. There's no soil, it's all rock. There's no nutrition for them, and they're probably very exposed, so they get blown over before they even establish themselves. Now I think we're at the top of that quite arduous, child-friendly walk. That wear the kids out, I can tell you that much. That's more the adult out. There you go. Right. Whew. Ramsey's got his second wind now. He still wants to go back, mind you. He can have a little play later. What he'll do when we get in is, the first thing he'll do is pick up his ball and he'll start throwing it around the sofa or the bed. You'll see what I mean about sofa bed. It is a sofa bed as such. When I give you a full tour of the van, which was going to be today, because I thought I was going to be short of content, but having found this place, well, got all the content we need. A lovely view of the loch there, which I believe is Loch Ewe, and as if by magic, there's some sun on it over there, so the sun is trying to come out behind me. You can see the clouds still hovering on the top and in the little valleys, the crags there, as the loch winds out there. Just round that corner past that headland behind these trees is the Wild Atlantic, the North Atlantic. Next stop, America, Canada. So the skies are finally breaking. You can see sun on the mountain. You can see where the skies are breaking. I was going to turn you around to see if I could see where the sun is, but I can't. It's too much in the trees now. Anyway, we are now coming to the end of our day's walking. Well, I say day's walking, it's been about 2 hours, I suppose, which isn't a lot. I will see how many steps I've done today. My average went down a little bit because we've only been on some short walks, but sometimes it's not the length of walk, it's the quality of the walk that you do. And the quality of the walks around here are quite difficult, because a lot of them are quite challenging, which I'm enjoying. And my knee is performing a lot better than it was a few days ago. So that's good, because it means I will be able to now start getting out a little bit more and doing a little bit longer walks, which is great news for me anyway. I imagine they get a few people camping down here in summer. There are no restrictions, so no reason why not. Probably have a few fires and things down by the shore here. Can't see any evidence of it, but lovely place to do so. Well, that's your lot for this week's, guys. Thanks ever so much again for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please press that subscribe button, give us a like, put a comment in. Till next week, take care, see you soon.